Blizzard Entertainment veterans Jen Oneal, John Donham, and J. Allen Brack announced that they have established the fully remote studio that will develop massive AAA games with positive themes called Magic Soup Games. The studio is currently small, with 5 employees referred to as chefs. Brack explained the reasoning behind the studio's name. Making a game is a lot like making a soup. Both take time, both require a lot of iteration and different ingredients. Interesting, right? You guys see all these industry shakeups. Are you ready for these new positive AAA games? Ready for some Magic Soup?
Mm-hmm. That's funny. I've been seeing a lot of. I think this is the second week now where old Activision Blizzard employees left and are just starting their own project. Like, yeah, okay, we're just gonna do this our own.
Right.
A couple of employees. Yeah, that's funny. I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, it's about time. People are just tired of the. Is monopoly a good word? I guess of just like these big companies, just you know what I mean, just doing the same thing, not changing it up. It's time.
Just
Like, what
kind of
is it?
doing a shitty job.
Because isn't there supposed to be a new college football game that's coming, right? Because they finally lost
Yeah.
the rights to like the name. So you know, like I think that there's more things that we were talking about are finally starting to turn a leaf, that we can start getting new game studios, more soccer games, football games. Now that these developers all aren't being gatekept under the same company, they can start spreading out and using their ideas differently. Different shooters. I'm here for it. I mean, we've been talking about Blumhouse now, different horror games. So yeah,
Right.
looks good
And
to me.
it's
I
like
like it.
interesting to see them take like sorry, I had some tech difficulties. To see them taking like kind of a different perspective on it. So not just like we make sports games or we make shooter games or or even owning like one engine, you know what I mean? But kind of having a perspective on the art of the game, if you will. I think of like Blumhouse, like you said, where they're like we want to tell horror stories, or these guys, and again, it looks like they want to make games with positive themes, like they were saying. So I think of that like It Takes Two. You seen that game?
Hmm. That
I
game
think
won
of
it
those
won Game
types.
of the Year.
Yeah, I mean,
Wasn't it like
you
2 years
never
ago?
played.
Yeah.
I played it, yeah, and like with Unthread or something like that, Threadables. I don't know, but some of those really cute Pikmin, right? Like some of these really cute games that are very popular. Uh, um, Animal Crossing. I'm trying to think of some of these games that like kind of warm your heart, where it's like, oh yeah, what if so many of the games are shoot 'em up or murder them, or even how many vampire escape games are they make? Vampire Zombie Escape. So I think it's kind of
Hmm.
cool what they said here. Just a little more detail on it. It says between the 3 founders, there are decades of executive level experience at Blizzard. Also, kind of interesting ways they departed. Quickly, Brack had worked at Blizzard for 16 years, during which he was its president for 3 years before his departure amid the company's
Hmm.
sexual harassment lawsuit. Uh, Going to make the positive games. Weird. O'Neill was president at Activision Blizzard for was present at Activision Blizzard for even longer, at close to 20 years, most notably as the studio head of Vicarious Visions before becoming the short-lived co-head of Blizzard following Brack's exit. Donham has less of a connection to Blizzard, working as its chief of staff and vice president of special projects for just over a year before leaving to serve as the GM at Amazon's Prime Gaming service. Uh, Weird. Lot of experience at the one place, I guess. 20 years that one person was there. It's weird to see. Okay, I have kind of a different feel about this. At first, I thought it was cool, and then in my experience, like I don't know, it's weird when the executives that have been somewhere for a long time get like booted, and they're like, "I'll show you. I'm gonna make my own company." So it just reading that, it doesn't feel like they left as like visionaries, where they're like, "Hey, we can do something cooler. Let's me, you, and you go do our thing."
I see what
It
you
looks
mean.
like they like got fired, and then another one got fired, and then another, and they were like, "Well, then we'll do something else."
Mm. On that
We'll
note,
have
then
to
I guess we'll
see.
have to see what you guys are cooking up over there. Y'all chefs are cooking up apparently.
Ooh,
Oh,
Anton,
because
his
I
wordplay
can't.
this week.
Yeah. Because I can't.
Yeah.
No randoms.